Hi, welcome back to my channel, Tracy's Local Learning. I was out today and I came upon a great deal on some bell peppers. I saved you all the time of watching me cut them all up, but I got them ready and I wanted to show you the different processes that I'm going to do this time while I dehydrate them. So, the first way I'm doing them is just raw, washed, and chopped up into fairly large pieces. I like to use them in chili, especially in chili, and then soups and stews or whatever you want to put them in. Another way that I tried, I have not done before, and you can see a video right here. So this is the blanching process that I'm going to be trying. I haven't tried this before because I'd like to be able to use these in fajitas or, you know, stir fries, and I haven't tried them yet. So you boil them for not too long, I would assume. It's my first time, so I'm not sure. I'm thinking that's probably good. And then you take them from here and you put them in ice water and you stop the cooking process. Oops. Then, once you stop the cooking process, you take them out of here and you put them on a tea towel to dry off a little bit before you dehydrate them. So after blanching, this is what they look like. They get a little translucent and a little bit softer in texture. So these are the blanched ones. Now I'm doing this process with the longer ones and blanching them because I'd like to use them in fajitas and stir fries. When you blanch your vegetables, they rehydrate easier. So because I want to use them in recipes like fajitas or stir fries where you have to manipulate them a lot, I don't want them to be sitting in water rehydrating for a really long time. So that's why I'm trying the blanching process, and I will have to let you guys know how that goes. The last way that I did them was I roasted them in my oven for just a few minutes, just like 7 minutes or so, just to get a little bit of that roasted flavor onto them. So it can be a different variety, you know, you can add it into some rice or whatever while you're cooking it, and it'll give it some nice flavor. Okay, so a couple things I didn't talk to you guys about in the video I did on dehydrating corn. One of the things that you really should do after you get your product out and you put it into a jar is you should always label it. Label what it is and the year it is before you vacuum seal it. I am going to do a video on different ways of vacuum sealing. I do a couple of different processes. So back to the peppers. So you want to set them between 110 and 130 degrees. There is some controversy on it. Some people run it at a higher temperature. I prefer to run it on a lower temperature so my colors stay a little bit more vibrant. They do go a little darker, as you're going to see when I show you the end product. So what I do is I turn mine on 115. I run it for about 4 to 5 hours, and then I'll come in and I'll rotate my trays around just so that the ones in the middle are getting the same amount of air as the ones on top. On this particular dehydrator, the Hamilton Beach, the air kind of shoots up the middle and then comes out the top, and there's like a cap that deflects it back down. See that? So it deflects the air back down. So the top one tends to dry a little bit faster sometimes, and the bottom one. So I just rotate them around. Just turn that off. So I will bring you guys back when these are done so you can see what they look like. Okay, it's been about 4 hours now. So we're gonna check and see. Let's see, can you guys see this? We're gonna check and see how these are looking now. Okay, so These are the roasted ones, and they're starting to shrink up. So now you can kind of separate the ones that are stuck together, if you see any that are doing that. These are the blanched longer pieces, and you can see what I mean, like they dry faster around where the air intake is on this. Same with these ones. And same with these. They're starting to shrink down. I didn't put a liner on this one, so they're going to fall through. Okay, I'm going to move them around, and I'm going to set them back on for the rest of the night. And we will see you guys when they're done. Thanks. I have got the outcome of our dehydrated peppers. So this is all the fresh peppers that I cut up. This is what we have left. This is what the end result is. These are the roasted peppers, and they came out really nice as well. You can't really tell that there's yellow and orange, but I think the color will come back a bit when they're thrown into things like rice or whatever. And now here are the ones that I blanched, and they're really weird. They look great. I'm not sure, I mean, they break, but they're not crispy, I wouldn't say. I don't want to leave them too long, like again, if I'm going to be rehydrating them for stir fries. So here we go. I put some in water so you guys could see what they look like. So I rehydrated these in some boiling water for, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. And this is what they look like. They come out, they look like a pepper. They actually have a bit of a crispness to them, like a fresh pepper. So I think that's a win. The flavor's great. I think those I'll be able to use these in fajitas or stir fries, which is a great extra way to have my peppers on my shelf. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about when I do peppers, when I do things that I'm going to store on my shelf long term. I will go to like a produce shop, try to buy organic, try to buy them from farm fresh stands and whatnot, and spend a little bit of extra money on the product before I start dehydrating it, with the exception of frozen vegetables, because you know they're already done and it saves you a lot of work. But this is the end result, and then I'm going to put them into some jars so you guys can see that. So the thumbnail for the first video showed how many peppers I had. I didn't count them or anything, so I don't really know how many peppers this is, but I will probably do another video and figure that out. So look at that. That's what we're left with, of the ones that I cut up for stir fries. And these are all the fresh ones that I had. So yeah, so now that takes up a lot less room, and I have peppers for the winter months, or for when the prices are too high and before my garden starts putting my peppers out. What else did I want to talk to you guys about? Oh, okay, so after, I'm going to do another video on vacuum sealing my jars. I have two different processes that I use. One, I use the food saver. Bear. Sorry, that's my dog talking. One, I use the food saver with the mason jars, and also I have a vacuum chamber that I use to seal reused jars that I have, like pickle jars or jam jars or whatnot. Okay, so I think that's it. If you learned something, please like the video, subscribe if you would like to learn more, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.